Welcome. Hare Krishna Valley.com.au. Good to see you all. How are you all doing? Is anyone too hot? You're okay? Are you okay? Or? It's okay. We have a fan in my office. If you want to grab, you can plug it in over there, and then maybe that might help. But that's, so yeah, today is a little bit hot. As I said in the beginning, usually we have a lot more people here. But I think because maybe it's a little bit hot, then less people are coming with. So we salute all of you.
The dedicated.
Yeah. Those who are dedicated, who travel through fire to be with us here today. Actually, in the ancient teachings, if you come in on the front sign, it says this is a Bhakti Yoga Ashram. So we have yoga ashrams all over the world. This one is a Bhakti Yoga Ashram. So the word yoga means connection, union, to unite. So the yogis in the past, going back thousands of years in the Himalaya. Has anyone been to Himalaya? If you go there, then there are many yogis. And the yogis, they would perform tapasya. Tapasya means austerity, to become self-realized. So one of the austerities, one of the tapasya, was that we would go into the Ganges River in the middle of the winter, right up in Hardwar, like right up in the Himalaya mountains, and they would perform. They would sit in the Ganges River, ice cold, up to their neck, and they would perform meditation. And the purpose was to understand their Atma, or the difference between the body and the soul. Because if you're in the freezing cold, the only way you can transcend it, you have to understand that you are something other than the body. So you identify with your soul. Does it make sense? Yeah, it's a spiritual form of realization. And another form which is mentioned is that people could go into the desert in the middle of summer, and they would light 4 fires around them. And they would start the fires in the desert in the middle of summer, and you know the sun's coming down and there's fire all around you, and you're so hot, and for the same purpose, that you would understand you're the soul, that you are separate from all of this. So that's kind of like what we're doing here today. That it is very hot, and everyone has still come. Because, why? Because you want to achieve something. You want to attain self-realization. But our process is much easier. We're not lighting the fires today. We're not putting anyone in the wintertime into the dam. It's very cold in the spring, down the bottom of the hill. In the wintertime, we don't tell people to go in there. Our process of self-realization is easy. Because people in this day and age, they can't do austerity. They find it hard to discipline themselves. Does anyone have a problem with discipline? You know, some people? Yeah, in this day and age, people find it can be a little bit difficult to be disciplined, or to perform some hardship to attain something higher. People find that difficult in this day and age. So, in this day and age, it is recommended the process of self-realization, which is taught by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the great spiritual teacher. He's in the middle, on our altar. We see him as an avatar of Krishna, or an incarnation of God, who appeared 500 years ago in Bengal, in India. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he taught the process of self-realization in this day and age, in this Kali Yuga, in this materialistic age, is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, which is what we're just doing before. Just chanting and dancing. Did anyone find that difficult?
No.
The chanting and the dancing? No? Because it's not difficult. All you have to do is chant a little bit, you dance. Was it pleasant?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pleasant. It's not difficult. You don't have to sit in the fire, you don't have to jump in the river. Right? You just come and do some dancing and chanting. Okay, it's a little bit hot. It's not too bad. We're coping. All of us are okay. And then do the dancing and chanting. And then when you feel fatigued from your dancing and chanting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they used to dance and chant for hours on end. I've done that before. In India, sometimes we go there and we dance and chant for hours. Sometimes we have 12-hour kirtans, where we go from like 8 in the morning to 8 at night, dancing and chanting. It's very blissful. But sometimes you feel fatigued, so to relieve your fatigue, then we have feasting. Dancing, chanting and feasting, that's the whole Hare Krishna movement. Any questions?
What's the feasting of?
Huh? First you have to finish your chanting and dancing. Don't worry, it's coming. Every good thing comes to those who are patient in this world. All the people who come here, they want to start with the feasting. But if we give you the feast first, you won't dance and chant. You'll just go and lay under the tree. So we have to coordinate it nicely. And then in the middle, we have the feasting, and then we have the dancing and chanting, and we have some philosophy. Because you need philosophy in life. And hands up if you have a philosophy for life. One,
Like
two.
our own philosophy?
Either someone else's or yours or anything. Or Bhagwan's or someone's. Hands up if you have a philosophy for life. Yeah, quite a few people, they have philosophy. Yeah, we have to have a philosophy for life. What is your philosophy? Our philosophy in the Hare Krishna movement is chant and be happy. And if it doesn't work, we give your money back. This is a very simple process. Chant and be happy. That's our philosophy. Also on our front board, when you drive in, it says natural living, high thinking. Very good. You get a free dessert today.
Yes.
Come on. So it is very simple, natural living. We have to learn to live naturally. Live naturally. Just like my good friend Caleb has been living here with us for the last 4 days. And he's enjoying the natural living aspect. Looking after the cows every morning. We have 27 cows and bulls. We can go and visit them after lunch. And you can look after the cows and bulls and live naturally. Right? And we grow our own vegetables here as much as we can. Right? And then we live naturally within this natural environment. This is how humans are meant to live. Natural living and higher thinking. You have to have a philosophy in life. So many people don't have philosophy in life. What is the philosophy of the modern world?
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Yeah. That is Coca-Cola. Everyone has Coca-Cola philosophy. Just enjoy. Enjoy what? Enjoy how? Enjoyment is natural. Hands up if you like to enjoy. All of us, we want to. We're born to enjoy. It's our nature. It is called swabhava. Swabhava means your nature. Ananda mayo vyasat. In the ancient teachings of India it says, the nature of the Atma, the Jiva, the soul, is to seek Ananda. Ananda means pleasure, bliss, happiness. That's the name. We're all looking for happiness and bliss. Just like you all came here to Hare Krishna Valley today. So if you came here, if someone said to you, oh, come to Hare Krishna Valley, it's really laborious, and it's really boring, and the food is really bad, and the people are terrible, and the chanting, they have some mantra they make you chant, and all. No one's going to come, because we have to get enjoyment from what we do. So when you come here, we come here to enjoy ourselves. We do some dancing, we do some chanting, we hear some enlightening philosophy, we have some nice vegetarian feast which has been offered to Krishna himself, and then we go and see the beautiful cows, because people are looking for enjoyment. That is the nature of the soul. So that is our philosophy in life. It is enjoy, but it is not enjoy Coca-Cola. That is not our philosophy. We don't drink Coca-Cola. It's one of our rules. One of our rules in the Hare Krishna movement is no intoxication. Because Coca-Cola is intoxicating, it's addictive, it has caffeine in it. Everyone's addicted to it. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. Where's my Coca-Cola? Drink it. That is your mantra. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, Cola, Cola, Coke. Like that. Everyone wants to drink it. Like that. No, it's intoxicating. It's addictive. And it distracts you from the higher purpose of life. It actually doesn't make your body healthy. If you want to clean grease off the your garage floor, what do you use? Acid, very good. Or Coca-Cola. It works, actually works. I've seen video, they pour on the grease stains, you put Coca-Cola, leave it there, and it will take it away. So imagine drinking that. What it does to your insides. It's just acid, just burning everything up. It's not healthy. No Coca-Cola aquí? Jay.
Cleaning up the grease inside.
What's it?
It's cleaning up the grease inside.
It's cleaning up the grease inside. If that's your philosophy, then you can do it. But our philosophy is degrease yourself as much as you can. So, everyone needs a philosophy in life. So enjoyment is good, but it has to be enjoyment in the right way. Enjoyment which leads to further pleasure, or enjoyment which leads to peace and happiness. Because you see in this world, everyone just wants to enjoy, but it doesn't always finish in peace and happiness. So many people are suffering in this world from their enjoyment. I saw my father, he liked to enjoy, but he would just drink alcohol all the time, and then in the end he died from alcohol. Too much. So he wanted to enjoy, but it didn't lead to peace and happiness. So we have to enjoy, but in the right way, that we will be happy and peaceful also. Anyone know what are the other philosophies in this modern world? What is it? Money. Yeah, money. Get as much money as you can. As Donald Trump says, he who dies with the most toys, he wins. That's a philosophy. Is it a good philosophy? What's wrong with it? It's exploitive. Yeah, it's exploitive. Yeah, because it's based on taking from others. Right? I'll be rich if others are poor. So that's not a good philosophy. He who dies with the most toys wins. Right? That will not lead to happiness and peace. So in this world we have to be very careful how we live. We need a philosophy. So here at Hare Krishna Valley we teach natural living but higher thinking. Because if you have a higher philosophy, you will be happy and peaceful in your life. That's what we try to teach you, how to be happy and peaceful. That's why people come to us. Usually lots of people come, but today it's too hot, they did not come. But usually they come, many people come. Why? Because they want to learn how to be happy and peaceful. We have to teach these things, because there's no one teaching this in the world. People are teaching you how to be materially successful, or how to make lots of money, or different things. But we have to teach happiness and peace. This is the mission. So that is what we're doing here. Right? It's a simple process. You do dancing, you do chanting, you do feasting, right? And you go and pat some cows. Does it sound good? Yes. And then you become self-realized. You can understand enlightenment just by this simple process. If you're not enlightened, by 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll give your money back. If you haven't attained enlightenment. That is our philosophy. To teach people how to attain enlightenment. How to become happy on a much deeper level. On a much more peaceful level. So, yesterday was Shiva Ratri. Do you know Shiva Ratri? Many of you know? You know Lord Shiva? Yeah, in India. Many, even the Western people, many know. Lord Shiva he looks like Krishna actually. Krishna is bluish. Sometimes people ask us, why is God blue? Right? We in the Hare Krishna movement, we see God as a blue cowherd boy. That's how we see him. You see in the pictures, he's a blue cowherd boy. So sometimes people ask us, why is Krishna blue? Why is God blue? Because when the sky is blue, maybe not so much today, but like yesterday, the sky, what does it do to your heart chakra? Opens it, yeah, you feel happy when you see it. So Krishna is that color because he's so happy himself. He's like a bluish color. And when others see him, they also feel that happiness of blue. So that's why, and Lord Shiva is also the similar color. He's like a bluish color, like Krishna. But in the ancient Vedic teachings, it teaches there are a difference between these gods. In the ancient teaching of India, it says, Ete chamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. It says Krishna is the all-powerful being. He is God. And Shiva is Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu, which means the greatest servant of Krishna. He's Krishna's servant. Now, why is he Krishna's servant? Because he's teaching us that we should also serve Krishna. Because the nature of every soul, Jivara Swarupahoy Krishnara Nichadas. Every soul is created to serve. What have you been doing today? What have you all been doing today?
Serving.
Serving. Very good. Hands up, you've been serving today. Everyone. Everyone's been serving. That's all we do all day long. We just serve. We're serving the kids. We're serving the dog. We're servicing our car. You're servicing your iPhone. Everything's about service. Like, people are coming here today, so we have to cook. That's service. So everyone's been in the kitchen cooking and getting ready, serving. That's the nature of the soul, is to serve. So all of us are serving constantly. That is our occupational nature. So why is Lord Shiva the servant of Krishna? Because he's teaching us what we should do. Now Lord Shiva is the Lord of Ahankar. Now what does Ahankar mean?
Arrogance?
Yeah, arrogance. That's a part of Ahankar. But literally what does it mean?
Ego and pride.
Very good. Yeah, it means ego. Yeah. Technically it means false ego. Identity. Because the word ego refers to identity. Right? All of us have an identity. Right? We have an ego. But false ego means you are something which you are not. Hands up if you have a problem with your ego. That's good. There's some honest people. That's good. Actually, everyone does, but not everyone puts their hands up. But the ones who do, you're very honest, you get a free drink today. Yes. Come on. Just put your hand up for everything. So, ego is a big problem. Now, what is false ego? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ishwaroham aham bogi sidoham balavan sukhi. Ishwara and bogi. When you think you are Ishwara, what does Ishwara mean?
The Lord.
Controller. Controller. And bogi means?
Consumer.
Yeah, good. Consumer or enjoyer. Enjoyer. So when you think you are the controller and the enjoyer, that is false ego. Right? That is a false ego. Because we're not really the controller. Our control is very limited. Right? But when you think you are the supreme controller, sometimes we think like that. We want to control everything. That's ego. Because everything actually is out of our control. Right? We think we can control things. But actually, you can't control very much at all. I can put my I'm trying to say, I'm hot. My iPhone, I can put it there, or I can put it there. That's under my control. Right? A little bit of control we have. But I can't do very much more beyond that. I can walk that way, I can walk that way. I have a little bit of control, a little bit of independence, free will. I can't fly. I have dreams where I do. And I wake up and I think, how did I do that? That was cool. But I can't do it here. Right? So, this is because we think we're the controller, the Ishwara, but actually we have limited control. So when you think you have too much control, more than what you have, that is called false ego. And bogi means enjoyer. When you think that I will enjoy, everything is meant for my enjoyment in this world, that is also false ego. And what happens when you think like that? What happens when you think I can just enjoy as much as I want in this world? What happens? Have you ever thought like that? And then what happened?
Depressed.
What's that? You get sick. Yeah, if something happens. You think, oh, I can enjoy unlimitedly, and then it doesn't work. Has that ever happened to you? Never happened? No? You never thought like that? No? But you thought sometimes I can enjoy something and then it didn't work?
Yeah, because there's no certainty, so.
Yeah, there's no certainty. In this world, there's no certainty.
Yeah.
Like I had some friends a few years ago, they went up to Cairns. Cairns is in the north of Australia, very beautiful place. So they went there for a holiday, they're very excited. Let's go there and we'll enjoy. But then when they got there, there was a sandfly or a marsh fly plague. So you couldn't sit on the beach, because every time you sat on the beach, flies would just land all over you and just bite you. So actually to enjoy is false. If we think that we can enjoy separately from God or separately from Krishna. So this is false ego, that we think I am the enjoyer, I am the controller, because it is limited in this world. So we have to be careful, that's false ego. So when we have a proper philosophy, we overcome our ego. And we understand, that's why here we're teaching people how to overcome the ego. Right? How to have a philosophy that teaches you to go to something higher, some higher understanding, some higher experience. So that's why on the front sign it says, natural living, higher thinking. Higher thinking means we're teaching some higher philosophy. Right? So that's our process. That's the Hare Krishna movement. Dancing, chanting, a little bit of philosophy, nice vegetarian feast, go and pat some cows. Does it sound good? Yeah, it's pretty good. And you can become enlightened just by doing that. You live an enlightened existence. That's what we're teaching here at this place. So, Lord Shiva, he is the Lord of the Ahankara, the false ego. His service is to keep everyone in this world. And who is his wife? Parvati, Durga. Have you seen pictures of her? Durga, Parvati? She's the goddess. In India you see her. She rides on a lion or a tiger. And she's a very powerful goddess. Sometimes she has many arms. And she holds a trident. A trident means a three-pronged spear. The trident. So, Parvati, or Durga, she is the goddess of this world. She controls this world. And she has everyone under her control. And the reason she rides on a lion or a tiger is because she's showing that she will win. She is powerful. She will win. Just like if a lion or tiger walks in here now, what will happen? Yeah, they will win. Yeah, they will do what they want to do. Have you seen the video in India? One man fell into the tiger compound. Have you seen it? Yeah. There's a man, he fell into the tiger compound, and the tiger came, and this tiger's big, like huge. And it came and it was just looking at him, and then the people outside started throwing rocks at the tiger to try to get it to go away from the man. And the tiger just looked at everyone, just grabbed him, and just walked off. What was he going to do? Because the tiger and they will win. So that's why she rides the lion and the tiger, to teach us she will dominate us. In this world you cannot dominate. You can think you can dominate, that's called illusion, but you will be suppressed. It's much more powerful. This energy, this material energy, is much more powerful than us. So she also carries the trident. So what does the trident represent? She controls us with past, present, and future time. 3 elements. Now, people live, there's only one phase of time that we experience. Right? Which phase of time do we experience?
Present.
The present. Because when is the present? Right now. Right? Now, a lot of people don't live in the present. They live in the other 2 phases of time, which is the past or the future. Right? So, what happens if you live in the past?
You're sad and miserable.
You're sad and miserable. Do you know anyone like that? I know people like that. They live in the past. They're sad and miserable because they think all the time, oh, I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I had this. You know, in in the Western society, we have a genre of music called the blues. You know the blues? Yeah. So it's all about the past. Right? That's all they sing about. When my baby left me, then it's just all about the past, lamenting. And if you live your life in the past, you will lament, you'll be sad. Right? You will find it difficult. Then there is another group of people who always live in the future. And they're always thinking, what can I attain next? What can I have next? Instead of being happy now, they're thinking about the future. What will I attain in the future? And many people, do you know anyone who lives like that? Or do you sometimes live like that? Always just thinking about the future. Oh, I'll have this next week. I'll have that. But you have to learn to be happy now. Because there's only one phase of time that exists, and that is the present. The others, the future may not come, and the past is gone. So you have to live in this moment now. This is a more realized philosophy, when we live in this moment. So, the past and the future, we have to learn to let go of them. So she controls us with this past, this present, and this future. That's what the trident represents. On top of that, also, the trident represents the three gunas. Three gunas means passion, ignorance, and goodness. Have you heard of these? Yeah, three gunas. They're three energies which dominate this world. Passion means when you get really active about something. Come on, let's do it. Let's get passionate. Like, I want this kind of energy. You understand what I'm talking about? This energy, we call it passion or rajas. Then there's ignorance. Ignorance means I just can't be bothered. I just want to sleep all the time. I just want to. We'll do it tomorrow. That's ignorance. Right? So there are two energies in this world: passion and ignorance. But then there's another energy which we should live in, which is called sattva, or goodness. Goodness means peace, harmony, right? Enlightenment. It means to be feeling very positive about things. So we have to learn to align ourselves with that energy, the sattva guna, because that helps you become self-realized. Whereas the other two, ignorance and passion, they cause problems in this world. If you're too passionate, too ignorant, then you will suffer. So these three are there. Goodness, passion, ignorance, that's her trident. That's how she controls us. Also past, present and future. And then three types of suffering. Klesha, Adi-Baltic, Adi-Yatmic and Adi-Daivik Klesh. Which means, Klesh means suffering or displeasure. Displeasure which comes from Daiva. Daiva means the gods. You know the gods? Hands up if you believe in the gods. Oh, that's good. Everyone, oh, that's good. Everyone believes. Yeah, there are gods. If you go around the world to all of the ancient cultures, everyone talks about the gods. So they must be there because the whole world, if you look in history, everyone speaks about the gods. Right? If you go to ancient Egypt, ancient Mongolia, ancient Greece, the Norse, the Vikings. If you go to the Aztecs, the Mayans, if you go to all of the ancient in India, they all talk about the ancient gods. The god of the rain, the god of the sun, the god of the fire, the god of the wind. Well, they're all there, they all exist. So, Adi-Daivik means when we suffer because of the gods. Because sometimes they can cause some suffering on this earth. Sometimes they give too much wind. Wind is good, especially on a day like today. A little bit of cool wind is nice. But too much wind is not good. Like, I think last week there was a big cyclone somewhere. Where was that? Somewhere in the world. I saw some footage. Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but big cyclone. Too much wind is not good. So the wind god, if he pushes too much, and he gives some karma to everyone, then everyone just suffers. Or the rain god, he gives too much rain. Too much rain is not good. But last week also there were some floods. Where was that?
Somewhere in Queensland.
Oh, it was in Australia, was it?
Yeah, I think somewhere in Queensland.
Oh, really?
So
Okay. Yeah. So
And also in the eastern part of Victoria, where they is more.
yeah, eastern part of Victoria and Queensland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and other countries around the world. Too much rain. Too much rain. Yeah, well, these are problems. This is the three prongs. Adi Devik means one of them means from the gods. Sometimes they give us too much problem. Then there is Adi Baltika. Adi Baltika means Bhuta. Bhuta means other personalities. Does anyone in this world sometimes give you problems? Anyone give you a problem? No? Hands up, someone gave you a problem? One man, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now everyone puts their hand up. Adi Baltika. Adi Baltika means others give you problems. Why do they give you problems? That is your karma. Actually, in the Bhagavatam, in the ancient teachings of India, it says the problem actually only comes from one person. Who is that?
Us.
Yeah, us. If someone's not being nice to us and giving us problems in this life, it means we probably did the same thing to them in the last life. Right? It's hard to accept, but it's true. Right? Sometimes people are not very nice to us, and you think, why are they being like that? Because maybe we were like that in one of the other lives. Right? It's hard to accept, but it's actually true. Right? This is where the problems come from. So Adi Baltika means from other people. Sometimes other people, they give us problems. Or animals, or insects, or... You know which animal kills more than any other... kills people more than anyone else on the earth? Who kills?
Hippo?
Hippo? Yeah, even more than the hippo.
Mosquito.
Very good. Yeah, mosquito. Mosquitoes kill more than anyone else on the planet. Right? Prabhupada, who's the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, one time someone asked him, why were mosquitoes created? And he said, to give problems to us, to humans. That's all they're there for. That's all they're there for. To annoy you. You know when you go to sleep? And there's one mosquito in the room? And the ear, your ear, is the hottest part of the body. Right? Most of the heat leaves through the head. And the ears, most of the heat leads through the ears, right? So they have a heat-seeking device. You know, you're really tired, you turn the light off, you go to sleep, and then you hear someone in the room. Zzz, and he doesn't matter where he is in the room can be as big as this, he'll find your ear. Have you noticed that? What sort of a creature is that? What sort of a creature that, like, you're trying to sleep and he just comes in like... Zzz, just annoying. And you wake up in the morning, you got bites, he sucks your blood. And then, because they carry diseases, then they bite you, and then you get a Ross River virus, or you get dengue, or you get malaria, or you get typhoid, or all the good diseases. You know, compliments of the mosquitoes. Okay, Mosquito Maharani ki jai. So many problems. So this is called Adi Baltika, problems from others in this world. So then Adi Baltika, Adi Devika, and Adhyatmika. Atmika means from yourself. Yeah, ultimately means soul, but the soul doesn't give you problem. But Atma also means body and mind. So your body and mind can give you problems. Have you experienced this? You can be sitting somewhere, very peaceful. One time I went on holiday. I went on holiday one time to Malaysia. Went for a holiday. And my friend, he was a doctor. He had lots of money. So he took us to a nice resort in Malaysia. It was a little island off Malaysia. And a beautiful resort. And the beach was like our cabin was like there, and the beach was there, the other end of the room. So you just walk out, and the beach is so beautiful, most beautiful place you could think. And the beautiful, private beach, everything, so beautiful. So I went there with his family and some of my associates, and we were there. But the people in the house were not happy. Their minds were not peaceful. Even though we're in the most beautiful place on the planet, they were not happy. They were not enjoying it. They were just suffering because of their mind. And I just thought, what's going on with you people? You know, you're here and you're in such a nice place, but none of you are happy. Oh, what is that? That's the mind. So the mind, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the mind can be your best friend or worst enemy. It can be one or the other. And so either your best friend or your worst enemy. And if it's your worst enemy, you will suffer. So in Krishna consciousness, in our philosophy, our Hare Krishna Valley, we teach how to control the mind. You have to learn to control the mind. Because when you control it, then he's your best friend. You're happy. If you don't, then. So adhyatmic means your mind can give you problems and your body can give you problems. Your body can give you problems. You know, and unlimited problems. So many problems. In Ayurveda, it says there are 64 primary diseases. 64. How many do you have? How many of the 64? Yeah, maybe we have 5, maybe you have 10, maybe you have 63. You know, or maybe you have one. One's enough to give you problems. That's why we have to look after our health. Look after your health, because otherwise you will suffer in this world. So therefore, that's what the 3 prongs of the spear of Durga. She's the goddess of this world. They represent punishment coming from higher forces, from others, and also from ourselves. That's how she controls everyone in this world. So we pray to Krishna, because Krishna is the Lord and Master of Shiva and Durga, and if he is pleased with us, then they will also be pleased with us. And then our life, you can't avoid problems in this world, but you can minimize it. Right? We want to minimize the impact of this world. You can't avoid it because problems will come, but you want to minimize it. So that's what we're teaching here. That's what our philosophy is about here at Hare Krishna Valley. How to minimize the impact. So I'll stop here. Does anyone have any questions or any comments on anything that we discussed today? Any other questions? Everyone is either really hot or you've attained enlightenment. There's only 2 options. Any questions you'd like to ask about any spiritual topics or anything at all? We can answer your questions on.
What is spirituality?
What is spirituality? Can you give more definition?
What does it mean? Because spirituality, the literal meaning is like something connected to your spirit, but then what exactly it means as per Vedas? When you say you're being spiritual, what does it really mean?
According to the Vedas. It's a good question. So, what does spirituality mean? According to the Vedas, very good. The essence of all the Vedas is called the Bhagavad Gita. So in Bhagavad Gita, it explains that to be spiritual means to understand your soul. Dehinosmin yata dehe komaram yovanam jara yata dehantara praptya dhiras tatra namuyati. Krishna says in the beginning of one of the famous verses in Bhagavad Gita. So it means that one must understand the difference between the body and the soul. That's what real spirituality means. Yovanam komaram jara, or komaram yovanam jara. The body changes as time goes by. Komara means small. Yeah, like young, like your son. Komara means young. Yeah. Yovana, youth. And when you get older, you become youth. Komara, Yovana, you grow. Jara, yeah, it means old. Open. So we all go like that. We all change. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna teaches, although the body changes, the soul remains the same. You're the same person, but your body's completely different. You don't look anything like you did 20 years ago. In another 20 years, you'll look very different. Right? So our body is changing, but the soul is the same. That is real spirituality. To understand you're not the body, you are the soul. To understand that, you must become dhira. Krishna says, dhiras tatrana muyati. Dhira means sober. Means you have to become beyond the influence of this world. Or not, how do you say it? Not bewildered by this world. That's what it means to become spiritually enlightened. You're not bewildered by the world. You understand. It is false, it is temporary. Your body is false, it is temporary. Your soul remains, it will continue on. So that is real enlightenment. That's real spirituality. Some people use this word all the time now. Spirituality. But this is what it actually means. Is that okay? Any other point you want to make? That's okay. Any other questions about anything? Everyone is happy and satisfied.
That's fine too.
Is prasadam ready? Lunch ready?
It's made of this.
Oh, it's been on. Oh, it is so. Okay. So, is everyone, you're satisfied? We had some nice dancing and chanting. We had nice philosophy. Now we have some nice vegetarian feast, which has been offered to Krishna. This food, just by taking this food, we call it prasad, you can attain enlightenment just by eating this food. Why? Because the food has been offered to God, offered to Krishna. And He spiritualizes it. Makes it so when you taste it, you become enlightened or purified just by taking it. That's how powerful it is. So it's actually a form of yoga. We call it bhakti yoga. Where you offer the food with love or devotion, and by taking it, you'll also become purified. You'll become enlightened. So it's a very nice process. Hare Krishna movement is very nice. You just dance, chant, you take some nice spiritual food, and you become enlightened. Okay, so we'll go and have some spiritual food now. Where will we serve? In the dining room? Okay. So we're going to go into the dining room next door. And then hopefully there's enough room for all of us in the dining room. If there's not, then we also have a games room at the back. So if there's or you can sit outside as well if you don't mind the heat. Those of you who don't mind the heat, you can also sit outside. And then afterwards, then we'll go and visit our sacred cows, if you'd like to come and visit us. Like that. So thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
It's very nice to have you all here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.